Hi, Punekar News viewers. Hello, Punekar News viewers. We are super thrilled, super happy to have you back with us on a yet another exciting episode of Brewing Happiness, where we are spreading as much as we can awareness about Mental Health Program 2024. And today, it is indeed a special honor for me and a privilege to welcome Vivek Velankar, sir. So we welcome you with a
Namaste.
lot of gratitude in our hearts, and we welcome you. We wish to learn from your experience and your expertise and your wisdom. Uh, to the viewers of Punekar News channel, to talk about Vivek, sir, in a few sentences or to introduce him, it's really challenging. It's a difficult task to do so, because he has an illustrious work experience of over 15 years, where he has worked in India and the United States of America. He has worked with the renowned Fortune 500 companies. He has conducted a massive over 1,200 workshops, and he has counseled students, and he has authored over 1,500 articles in career planning, and he has made significant contributions to leading newspapers and magazines. He has also written and authored numerous books which give guidelines, which give guidance, which give guidance to the youths of this nation. He has also been instrumental in training over 12,000 officers and 50,000 citizens across India on Right to Information Act. And today, sir, it is indeed our pleasure and an honor to have you with us, where we will be together spreading effective awareness about mental health program 2024. And
Yes,
you have joined us today in our quest and in our right to brewing happiness quest. Indeed, it is the right of each individual, it is their birthright, I would say so, to brew happiness of their lives in true
absolutely,
sense. We
absolutely.
welcome you, sir, and we are so grateful that you have joined us today. And
Thank you, thank
I
you.
was when I was yes, thank you, sir. I was just going through about your introduction, and I couldn't imagine myself giving your entire introduction. We have tried to bring the flavors and gist of it to the audience in a crisp manner, because you've got such an illustrious work experience, working in India, working outside India, working in the corporate sector, and then taking all your experience, all your guidance, all your wisdom, so to say, and then bringing it to the youth of the nation who need it the most. I've heard this profound quote, and I love to bring it quite often than not. Is that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but it is far more important to know in which direction are we supposed to take that first step. And here we have you, who is ever ready to guide students, working professionals, the youths of our nation to take that first constructive step into the corporate field, into the field of education, and do their career counseling, sir. So, if you could just talk about your life journey and how have you transformed yourself? How have you evolved over the years working in the IT industry, in India, working outside India, and now guiding so many young buddies?
Thank you very much, first of all, that you have given me an opportunity to talk to you as well as all the viewers. Well,
Absolutely.
I started my journey with my engineering graduation from College of Engineering Pune, a prestigious institute in India. And immediately I did my MBA also. And then my corporate journey started. I worked in basically logistics field for around 12 years in different companies like Bajaj Auto, Philips India, Finolex Cables, etc.
Okay.
And then, what I wanted to tell you this is students must know that sometime in life, especially in midlife, also you should be ready to take some risks. And many a times you get better rewards than your risks. I took a risk. Somewhere after 12 years of my corporate experience, I wanted to enter into a totally new field which I was completely unaware of, and that was ERP. That is SAP. I would say it's the world's best software even that time and even today as far as ERP is concerned. So I jumped into it without knowing anything about it. It was a risk, but it paid off because that was a
Wow.
time when SAP was in big demand, and just with a 1 year experience in that SAP software, implementation of that SAP software, I got a chance to go to US, United States of America. And then
Wow.
I worked there for 2 years because I was uh, deciding to go only for limited time of 2 years. So I kept my family in India and I went to US to get a lot of experience, exposure, and obviously to earn money. There is nothing wrong in earning money.
True.
So
True.
I
Absolutely.
worked with even big corporate company like Ernst and Young, one of the big five consultancy firms, and I really got good experience and exposure. And when I came back, that is what one more thing I wanted to tell you. Even there is one more field where nowadays students, even the mid-age people, must look at entering is entrepreneurship. So that was the time when I again shifted the direction and entered into entrepreneurship. I had my firm called as ARV Infotech, which was in IT recruitment. I started that in 2000 and was active till 2012, and then gradually I made it was less working in that because I wanted to do a lot of other things like career counseling and then this RTI movement and all that. But why I'm telling you this journey is not to boost what I have done because it is the past now. But I wanted to tell you that every moment you get a chance to shift and drift your career in even 180 degrees and things can work. So no necessity to get unnecessary tension, unnecessary pressure. Especially today what is happening is that a lot of news are coming about this AI, artificial intelligence, and I'm saying that
Absolutely.
not only students but even mid-age people are also extremely worried that what will they do, what will be the future of their jobs and what will be the future of their employment. But let me tell you that whenever such things come, new opportunities also start coming in. So one has to really look for them and grab them. Let me tell you that grabbing the opportunities in time will definitely boost your career. So there is no point in taking something very seriously and then getting depressed and mentally unstable. Not necessary.
So, in just a few minutes that we have started this conversation, is something that is worth admiring is your zeal, is your passion for the work that you're doing and the career counseling that you're doing for so many students. Okay. And that is worth appreciating. And also, my next question will be, when you are into the field of career counseling the younger generation, to give them guidance, what are the subtle signs that you see they have when it comes to anxiety, fear, or these signs of depression, these signs of low confidence, low self-esteem, and how do you constructively tackle it? What are the signs that you see and how do you constructively tackle it?
Well, when I talk with students and parents, giving you this example of when I talk to them one to one.
Okay.
First of all, I see some fear and bit of anxiety in students when they talk to me in presence of their parents because they unnecessarily get depressed by parents wishes, and many a times parents try to boost that this is what you should do. I have seen several students that where parents are very, very aggressive, saying that you must do this, you can do this. But when I talk to students, because that's why I have kept one thing in total counseling, is that I first talk to students and very little talk with parents, because I want to get information from them. What are their thought? What is their thought process? And what are their fears? And then when I talk to them, I will give you an example. When I talk to a 10th pass student, see, only problem with him is which side to choose, whether it's science, arts,
Correct.
commerce. And there, parents are of the view that you must choose science because science have a lot of opportunities. I mean, they are also right at one point, because science have a lot of opportunities, but for whom? Those who love science and maths. So I talk
Absolutely.
to students, I tell them that don't worry, even if you like just drawing, still you have excellent career opportunities. Don't worry about it. Now, frankly, tell me what you like, and most importantly, what you dislike. I tell students that if you go with any single subject which you dislike, is going to discourage you, is going to uh, bring down your confidence level. So please throw those subjects which you don't like. And even if you don't like any of the subjects other than drawing, throw all. And with just drawing, you can move ahead, like fine arts, and then bachelor in fine arts, and then multimedia animation, VFX, and advertising, and so on and so forth. So then they
Absolutely.
get bit relaxed, because they feel, oh, okay, okay, okay. So it's not that only with physics, chemistry, mathematics we can go further. So then
True.
they start coming out. So I tell them, you divide the subjects between two: one, what you like and what you dislike. And whatever you like, take those subjects and try and find out which branch they fit in.
True.
So there I have seen students immediately getting relaxed, because they have come with a fear that this person is also going to go with our parents, and he is also going to force me. No, 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 no. If you don't take science and maths, then you are finished. Your career, no hope in your career. And they immediately get a relaxation feel, they immediately get stress free, and they start talking freely. And that is what I find in students, and I try to do this exercise. And I have seen hundreds of students when the it has worked like a magic.
Wow. So this is the idea, the technique of relaxation and giving them that first motivating step, that motivating guidance that, follow your passion and follow what your heart says. That's a big relief. And
Yes.
I really also admire that, you try and not only just counsel the students, but you also counsel the parents, because it's important to gain and win their confidence too, that, you need to believe in what your child wishes to aspire, or, wishes to pursue in their professional career.
See, basically, once he child talks everything about his likes and dislikes, then I talk to his parents. I tell them, "Ki, it's now time for you to think. If he don't like physics, if he is not liking chemistry, there is no point in forcing him in science, because science will be difficult for him. He will further get stressed, and whatever results you are looking out that he will deliver, he will never be able to deliver. So forget about it." And I also tell them what are the different career options available in the field what he wants to go in. And once they are sure, oh, it also works. I mean, I will give one example. There
Yes.
is thought process that students who are going to science, giving that CE advanced and all that, they only can enter into IITs. And then students and parents have a goal of entering into IITs, because they are obviously one of the best institutes in India. But when I
True.
tell them that in IITs, you can go with even arts, commerce background up to 12th,
Wow.
because all IITs, and not all, but at least couple of IITs, including IIT Mumbai, IIT Delhi, IIT Guwahati, and so on and so forth, have started a course called as a school called as designing school.
Wow.
And they have a separate entrance exam for designing schools, and that entrance exam is open for arts, commerce, science, all students of 12th. So,
Wow.
arts commerce student also can go to IIT. This feeling itself changes the total views and total outlook of parents as well as students. And they get relaxed and they start thinking positively towards those options which student can definitely excel.
This is something which even I wasn't aware, and that's a wow moment for me, that IITs also have something which is not just for engineers per se. Thank you for sharing this with the viewers and with all of us here. I can already see some comments from the viewers who have joined us on live. That it's a wow moment for them to know that IIT is also open for non-engineering students, and how they can approach them and how it can work out for them. So, sir, one question, the answer for that will, sort of have a flavor, so to say, for the parents, that I see that you try and break this vicious cycle of comparison, that, my child will only succeed if he chooses engineering or the field of medicine. And I see that you do it very effectively. So, how do you sort of break the resistance from parents that, no, my child should pursue this and not this? How do you try and do that?
See, why parents think so? Because it's not, parents are not enemies of students. They
Correct.
think
Correct.
that he should get stabilized, he should get very good income, and he should be able to enjoy the lifestyle which we have given to him. He should
True.
be able to continue with that. And he should improve even the lifestyle what we have given to him, he should improve further. So basic
Correct.
there, everything revolves around the earnings, to be frank with you. But when I tell them that yes, with even commerce, arts, or even science also, students can enter into fields like law, because law is a field which is open to all. And when I tell them, I mean, they also know about it, that there are lawyers who earn around 1 lakh rupees an hour. So
Wow.
even no engineer, no doctor can earn that. Obviously, it takes time, but still, if they want student to earn money, if he has those qualities, he can go up to that level. So then they feel, oh, okay, okay. So even law is a side which we can think of. Even when I tell them that many students, they want to do MBA, even engineers also want to do MBA, but then there is a route. Even after 12th, why should they go for engineering and they go for MBA, or they should go for commerce arts and they go for MBA? I tell them there is a route available now, that many IIMs, Indian Institute of Management, have started a 5-year integrated MBA course. I am
Wow.
Indore, I am Rohtak, I am Bodh Gaya, I am Jammu. These couple of IIMs have, after 12th, 5 years of integrated MBA course, IIMs. And you know the students who get out from there, average package is 20 lakhs.
Wow.
What do parents want more? And obviously they are placed well in corporates. So then parents feel, yes, 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 this is also what we can think of. And then they try to, and they now try to reverse way counsel students. Arey, you
True.
don't like science. So, okay, even if you don't go there, don't worry. You can go with commerce, but you should try and do this and start preparations for these entrance exams of law as well as MBA and all that. So they immediately change their mindset, because one thing is very sure, they don't want to stress students. They feel students don't know anything, and we are the only ones who can help them to go in a better direction. If they find, yes, there is somebody else also who can push them into a better direction, they have to just follow it, and they have to just give some soothing to the students. They appreciate it and they accept it.
Amazing, amazing. That's well said, sir. And when we talk about today's generation, when you counsel them, when you guide them, when you show them the paths which will lead to their passion, what their liking is all about, what do you find is their strength? Because when we
Well,
talk about mental health awareness, we also wish to infuse positivity into the young minds that this is their strength. According to you, what is the strength of today's generation?
first strength is they are technically really good as compared to earlier generation, because of the gadgets which they are using, because of the softwares which they are using, because of the various search engines they are using. They are more knowledgeable, they are more technologically strong, and that gives them some sort of confidence. Now they are not dependent on anybody. They can find
True.
out a lot of things on their own, because I have seen students who want to go abroad after 12th. Forget about graduation, even after 12th. They do amazing research on net to find out which country, which universities offer what sort of education, what subjects, where do they want to go, and all those things. They have amazing powers of technology and knowledge. Only my suggestion always to them is use it in a right and correct direction. Otherwise, this is a tool which can be
True.
used to repair also, and it can be used to destroy also. So it's up to you how you use it. And I'm sure that many students are using it in a very nice way, in a very positive way.
That's actually commendable, sir, because you're trying to touch both the aspects, the pros of technology and also the cons of technology, and how you inculcate the habit of constructive use of technology into the young minds and young students. And coming to my next question, sir, for the younger generation again, we see this fear in their minds, which sort of disrupts the chain. Fear of the career that they would choose. How would it turn out? Should I follow my passion? You of course guide them, but how do you encounter and how do you sort of release the younger generation, the younger minds? Because if I were to look at the generation before today's generation, they were far more free spirited, taking, like how you in the initial stage said that it's important to take calculated risks. But today we see either there are extreme risks taken or there are no risk takers, and there is this innate fear factor which is instilled in their hearts and minds, which of course has tremendous ill effects on their mental health. So how do you think, or how can they come out of this?
Yes. So basically, when I counsel them, I tell them that don't go after only one single goal, because that is what is going to give you a lot of stress and instability. Because you always have a fear, if I am not able to achieve it, what next? Where do I go? So there you have something, that I will have goal number one, failing wage, goal number two, failing wage, goal number three. Options, so that the moment you are finding that goal number one is unachievable by any, because of any reason, there is no need to get frustrated, there is no need to get depressed. You immediately start working on goal number two. Say, for example,
True.
those students who are wishing to go into medicine, everybody wants
Hmm.
to go to MBBS, allopathic. I am sure it is very difficult for everybody. No, see, the seats are hardly, maybe some 1 lakh seats entire country have in medicine, MBBS, and PDS, and all that. And 18 lakh students appear for the exam. So 17 lakhs are not going to fulfill their dream. So they shouldn't get disappointed. They should not get stressed. But then I tell them there are various other options available there. like Ayurvedic, BMS, BHMS, homeopathic, or even veterinary science, or even paramedicals like physiotherapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. So don't think that only goal number one and then only I will get my satisfaction. There are goals which are below that also, and they are achievable if you try in the direction. So once you convince them that way, I find then this type of problems which students normally have, that because they have failed in their goal, they get depressed, they get mentally unstable, and even worst case, I mean, it's horrible, but they go even up to suicide, which is unnecessary and very painful thing. So
True.
they need to be told that there are options, always there are options available. So there is never a deadlock, or there is never
True.
a dead end. If you
Absolutely.
see a dead end, there must be a some lane going across that. So think of
Absolutely.
that and don't get unnecessarily stressed.
Absolutely. And now, this question, of course, the answer we all would love to hear is, what's Vivek sir's go-to mantra when he's in stress, or when he's having anxiety, or when he's having these elements of negativity, or a situation which is of that type, sir? What's your go-to mantra?
Okay. See, two things. First of all, you must have some hobby. You know, either maybe reading, maybe even television, maybe computer, or maybe some sport, maybe some listening to music, something. You must have something which is a stress buster for you. And
Okay.
everybody has a different thing. It's not that one has this, one has that. No. As far as I am concerned, I first of all like comedies. That is the first stress buster. If you maybe view some 10-15 minutes comedy show, or maybe read something which is humorous, that is a stress buster. Second, I like one sport that is called as table tennis. Every day, morning 6 to 7, I play table tennis. And that too with my
Wow.
four, I mean, total four of us, all my schoolmates. We
Wow.
have we are out of school in 1977, and we are today also playing together in the morning. That is the biggest stress buster, uh, playing with them, having a chit chat, making fun of each other. You forget everything else in the world, and that gives you so much relief and everything. So it works. So that's what I wanted to tell. It may not be game for everybody, it may not be a sport for everybody, it can be anything, but see to it that you have some or the other hobby where you get find that it is my stress buster.
Wow. So from 1977 to almost 2024, that's like 4 decades, almost 4 decades of friendship and uh,
Yes.
school buddies. So, how important it is to have friendship. And because these days we see a lot of posts on our digital platforms, and likes and share and appreciation on social platforms. So this is really commendable. And what will be your 2 cents on maintaining friendship? Because ultimately, when we speak to our friends, that's also is a therapy, that sort of releases us. Like you said, it's a stress buster. It sort of takes us out from the fields of depression, and that sort of keeps us cheerful. Fortunately, there seems to be a technical error at the moment. Let's wait for a few seconds to see if Vivek sir can be back online with us. Hello, am I audible to you, sir? Vivek sir, am I audible to you?
I'm audible.
Your voice is cracking, but
Am I audible now?
so unfortunately, your voice is cracking, and unfortunately, due to a technical issue, we are unable to continue with the conversation at the moment. But I'm sure we will try and have Vivek sir back with us. With that, we thank the viewers who have joined us for this exclusive and exciting episode of Brewing Happiness today. Stay tuned for more, and we will come back with yet another guest in the following week with us who will give us a different recipe, ultimately leading to happiness, where you and I, we brew happiness together for all of us. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining.